Hi everyone, it's Tatyana from Tatyana's Everyday Food, and welcome back to my breakfast and brunch mini series. Today we're going to be making easy, delicious blueberry and vanilla pancakes. I absolutely love blueberries and pancakes, so combined together they make for a fantastic and delicious breakfast. This is such an easy recipe, you really don't need to buy pancake mix in the store. It's so easy, just whip everything together and you're going to have delicious fresh pancakes. And I do recommend using either fresh blueberries that I'm going to be using today or dried ones. Frozen ones tend to bleed just a little bit. So let's get started on the recipe. The first step to this recipe is super easy. We're going to need 3/4 cup of milk. I'm using whole milk today. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. We're just going to pour it in and we're going to let this stand for about 5 minutes to let the milk sour. After 5 minutes, we're going to take our milk, we're going to pour it into a large bowl. Scrape everything out of your measuring cup. We're going to be adding 2 tablespoons of melted butter. We also have 2 tablespoons of sugar. We're going to add just about a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And we're going to be adding 1 egg. So I'm actually going to give this a quick whisk until it's well combined. And now for our dry ingredients. I'm going to be adding 1 cup of all-purpose flour. I already added 1 teaspoon of baking powder and then half a teaspoon each of salt and baking soda. I'm just going to stir those together and we're going to add them into our batter. I'm adding about 3/4 cup of fresh blueberries. I'm just going to sprinkle them on top. You can always add more or less to your liking. I'm going to fold them in and we're going to let our batter stand for about 5 minutes. And this is going to start the reaction between that baking powder, the baking soda, and then the soured milk. Today I'm using a large saute pan that I sprayed with some non-stick spray. If you have a pancake griddle, you can always use that as well. So I'm going to start adding my pancake batter as soon as my pan is hot. And I like to make my pancakes on the smaller side, about 3-4 inches in diameter. You can make them as big or as little as you would like. Just use a spoon and just spoon the batter right into the pan. I cook my pancakes for about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes on the first side, and I gauge the doneness by the way the top looks. So you'll see some bubbles breaking the surface. The edges will start turning a nice golden brown color. So when you notice that, go ahead and take a spatula and just slide it underneath the pancake. And then flip it over and cook it on the other side for about another 1.5 to 2 minutes. I recommend serving these pancakes piping hot as soon as you take them out of your pan. And I like to serve mine with lots of fresh blueberries on the top. I also like to add a touch of softened salted butter. I think it adds a little bit of creaminess and a little bit more flavor. And then I either use some maple syrup, and I like this pure maple syrup that you can pick up at Trader Joe's. It's inexpensive and it tastes wonderful. And then I also like to use a little bit of honey if I don't have some syrup. Now it's time to give this a try. So I like to get a little bit of the butter, the maple syrup, some fresh blueberries. This is so amazing. It just melts in your mouth. These pancakes are so light and fluffy. They're so good and they're so easy to make. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. I really like all the flavors, that vanilla, the blueberries. When you bite into them, they kind of pop in your mouth. Really, really great combination of all these wonderful flavors. Hope you guys enjoyed this recipe as much as I do, and make sure to follow me during the month of January while I share more breakfast and brunch recipes. Just click the subscribe button, you'll get updates every time I post new videos, and make sure to follow me on Pinterest, Instagram, and Facebook.